Yeah.
Okay, right. So we're gonna start very soon. So, all right. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm here actually today at My Reno Tv. So I'm here with
Diana.
Diana. So today we're just gonna understand, or should I say, we're gonna answer some of the questions that is frequently asked by homeowners. And yeah, so today is the first episode of Ask My Reno Tv. So guys, please do like, comment, and share, because I think My Reno Tv does have some giveaway. They'll be giving out an air fryer and probably some of the travel bags. So yeah, please do like, comment, and share. All right, so let's get to our first question. Okay. Right. No, I think let's not get the first question first. Maybe let's get to understand you a little bit more. Or should I say let people to understand you a little bit
Sure,
more?
Aaron.
So what do you do? What is your job role here in My Reno Tv?
I'm the design manager for the company,
Right.
and basically what we do is we assist our clients to do the renovation for their houses. So we
Okay.
prepare the program, we prepare the schedule for them, plan with them together what we're going to do for the house, and we work on multiple projects. So we work on commercial projects as well as landed houses, condominiums, and HDB projects.
That's interesting. So just very curious. I mean, before I ask what is the homeowner's question, actually, what's the difference between contractor and ID?
Well, if you're a contractor, generally what you do is you proceed with just the work process.
Right.
So you go to the job site, you do what the client tells you to do.
Client means homeowner lah.
Yes, homeowner
Okay.
or whichever project you're handling.
Okay.
So you, as a contractor, you're supposed to be expected to do like the renovation of the house or the renovation of the small things also you can do it. For example, like I want to build a cabinet. So as a contractor, you can build the cabinet.
So you just do that specific task lah.
Exactly.
Right.
So, however, the difference between an ID and a contractor, and this is a very big difference, is that although for a lot of people, they think that they are able to meet a contractor directly and handle the contractor directly, a lot of cases that's not really suitable, because with a contractor you don't have the input of what the full materials in the market is available, or you wouldn't have your full input on what design is available, because if you're going to be doing renovation for your home, for example, and this is maybe a home that you've spent a couple of years waiting for, so your whole family is excited to move in, and you want to do something that's really right for your family. Like for example, my house, I would want this for the bed, and like my clients would want certain type of cabinet design, and things like that. So with a contractor, you're not able to get a very close design idea on what you want.
Right. So basically, they just do what you told them. While of course you as an ID, you are accustomed to designing, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So do you build it, or you just, I don't know, what do you just coordinate? So what does ID do?
So basically what we do is we actually work with the clients very closely. We find out what they need for the house. And when they meet up with us and we go through the process of selecting materials, as well as looking at the needs for the whole family. So with that, we can actually work with the client to design something that's suitable for them. And this, when they move into the house, it's 100% their effort, as well as the satisfaction when they move into the house that it's really going to work for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically they are also involved in the process
Very much,
of
yes.
designing,
Yes,
while contractor basically just take orders, right? Basically, can I put it that way?
In
Okay.
a way, yes. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's really, really good. Okay, so guys, so let's get to our first question. So it could be a bit sensitive, but why is your code different from other IDs? So I think basically they are talking about why, I believe homeowners in this day and age, they of course they want to compare, right? They want to get the best deal. So they're asking why is one ID code could be different from the other ID.
Actually, Aaron, that's very, very normal, because for every single ID, everyone has a different preferred method of working. So for example, some designers may like to work with certain materials, or some designers may represent certain brands, and others don't. So for example, in our company, we represent the top materials that are available in the Singapore market. But naturally thinking that, oh, it's the top materials, is it a lot more expensive? On the contrary, because we represent a lot of the big brands, and we do a lot of the projects in bulk, so our prices are actually one of the best in the market. So you won't be able to get this kind of savings on that scale with a small time contractor, for example.
So that's a secret trade, basically. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So basically, but I also have met some homeowners, and is there actually really an apple to apple comparison for ID? I mean, is there such thing?
For sure, no, because everyone has their own design style. And every client, for example, if they visit one ID, maybe they see something that they like over there. Okay. So there's no possible way that, like you said, apple to apple, there's no possible way that one quotation will be exactly the same as another quotation.
Because the designs may be different,
exactly.
The materials used might be different.
Right. But there's also one more very, very important thing that I think a lot of my clients as well, the reason why they like to work with me is because mainly whenever I go through quotations with them, I think one thing that a lot of maybe other IDs in terms of difference in price and all of that, sometimes they don't cover the whole picture.
Right.
So for example, you may have a quotation where you've got portion A, portion B, portion C, but then when you're doing the actual project, you end up adding the another portion or something that they didn't tell you about in advance and things like that.
Okay, so basically, for example, if you quote just a living room, they may quote additional and extra space. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily. So maybe they will underquote or overquote.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes they don't carry through the entire project or whatever is needed for the whole project.
Right.
Yeah. For example, let's say I were to install a heater in a bathroom. Okay. So we would have to have electrician. Okay. We will need to get the plumber. Okay. And of course, you probably need to go shopping for the heater, right?
Right.
So for maybe some companies would just quote for the installation for plumbing, but they may not quote for electrician, for example.
Right.
So something like this. So there will be missing stuff, and a lot of homeowners, they actually don't really, they're not so experienced with renovation. So
they may not look at the details.
Exactly,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, because you guys are professionals, right? Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, so actually this is also another very funny question. So you're asking why IDs like to ask us homeowners to come to show unit. You want to force us to sign the code, is it?
Actually, frankly speaking, Aaron, personally for myself, I do ask my clients to come down to our showroom, and there's a very big important reason why. Because I don't believe that a designer can just meet a client outside and give them the full experience of designing the home. Right. Or whatever.
Because it's a very visual thing, right? It's a very visual, right?
So when they come to our showroom, the priority is not because of signing or the documentation. Really, that's not the priority. But in my case, my number one priority is because I want to show the clients the layout, the designs that we have, or that we are able to share with the clients. And in the showroom, we have the materials, the countertop. I can share with them, which countertop is not so suitable because you can actually see chips, cracks, and how, I can drop the material, scratch the material in front of the client, and all these are things that we can't bring along.
That you can't just explain through text, right?
Yeah. And we can't bring along to job site everything that we have in the showroom. Right. Plus, I think one more very important thing that we want to add as well is because I think a lot of companies are not very they're not very focused on building their showroom. It could be possible that, like for us, for example, we've got 3 kitchens in our showroom. We've got
3 different designs.
Exactly. We've got at least 2 living rooms. We've got bedroom layouts. A couple of bedroom layouts. We've got 3 bathrooms, and we've got a lot of different design layouts, different types of wardrobe, cabinet, and things like that. So maybe a lot of other IDs who don't have so much to show the clients may not focus on that, but rather, like you said, focus on the meeting the client just to sign and things like that. Yeah,
that's interesting.
So
I mean, I do have to agree to a certain extent, because I think I think home renovation or even buying a property is is an emotional attachment. Can I say so? It's something that you can't really explain.
It's very personal.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like probably like when you find your Gucci and your LV, it's just like, hey, I got it. That's the design.
It's like you look at the house and you know that you love the house, and a lot of people don't just go around looking at the house just because oh, this house is how many square feet, this is the amount, and that's gonna make me like the house. No, for sure not. A lot of people go there and they see, oh, the kitchen, yeah, this is the kind of layout that I like. This is the kind of window opening that I like. Wow, this house has so many windows. It has a balcony, exactly what I wanted. How big the balcony, how small the balcony, the kind of living room space. Wow, my kids can run around the floor, and the bedroom is just nice for my twin boys, and all those kind of things. So I think every house is very personal.
It's customized. It's customized
exactly.
to each customer.
Yes, that's right.
I think in fact, for fun fact also, I think the we always hear that in Singapore people always prefer Scandinavian design, right? But I think personally I think right, the definition of Scandinavian also varies. Your definition of Scandinavian and a homeowner definition of Scandinavian, it may vary, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but tell me more about your showroom. So your showroom right now, what kind of designs you guys focus more on?
Well, let me give you just one example right now.
Since you got 3 living rooms, and I mean you got a lot of things, right?
Exactly.
Well,
so
the life will be
huge, and we've got a lot of things to show. But one of the newest areas that we've redesigned for our client, for example, you can say a lot of clients like a Scandinavian look.
Right.
However, if you go to second floor at our showroom, at our 0101 showroom.
Upstairs, right? Upstairs, right?
Upstairs, exactly.
Okay.
So just over there, we've got multiple design layouts within one space. So if you look on the right side, once you enter the staircase, you look on the right side, you're going to see a Victorian style cabinet theme. But the materials are using industrial look as well. And on top of that, when you have the wall above the sitting area, we've got some very beautiful country lighting and background and tile work.
Yeah. A little bit of industrial also. I saw the very rugged look, very rugged pipe, exposed pipe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
So on our ceiling, we've got a lot of industrial lighting and exposed pipe and things like that. And our walls, they're cement-screed, memento design. So it's actually really beautiful how you can see multiple design themes in one space
come together.
But coming together very beautiful.
But that's actually very true, because I think Singapore being a multiracial country, but I think also a lot of people, I heard just now before we went live, I also heard that we talk. Actually, a lot of homeowners also like to fuse their design, right? Yes. Like the living room has something else. The master is not what we say. One design, one trick pony. Is it one trick design? All of the rooms, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's nice. So you guys also fuse designs as well.
Definitely. Because I think with all our clients, everyone has a different perspective, and within one family or one home, a lot of our clients, even among husband and wife, they have different design preferences as well. So we, as the ID, we do our best to combine the whole look, but do something that of course exceeds what they expect, so that hopefully when they have the finished product, everyone is happy.
That's great.
Even the kids.
That's great. So guys, do stay tuned. Do remember, like, comment and share at the bottom, because My Reno Diary is giving out the free gifts, the air fryer as well as the travel bag. So please do stay tuned, and while we will showcase a video of My Reno Diary showroom.
My Reno Diary 呢，是跟我们的 Alvin 谈天一下啦，多多的了解一下他为什么会从事这个室内设计师。
OK， 我会从事这个室内设计呢，是在我求学的时期，我就对室内设计有着浓厚的兴趣。So， 在我入行了之后，觉得这份行业也给了我很大的成就感。
讲真的，你要怎么样有信心，就是让你的顾客有信心把一间屋子交给你去设计。
OK， 在我们装修的过程中，我们都是非常的用心，在每一个细节上，以让顾客对我们有信心。从沟通中，你能够了解到屋主想要的是什么，他需要的是什么，而让我们去提供专业的意见来解决他们所要的东西。 就是说在装修的过程中，我们也会尽量去 update 屋主你的装修工程已经到什么阶段了，所以会拍一些照片啊什么之类的去 update 屋主，好让屋主对我们有更有信心啦，更信任在给我们这。
你的设计一定有了，好像我们这样进来看，我觉得对你们所有的设计跟你们的创意，其实绝对没有问题的，都很好。
每一个细节上都很用心，来帮屋主拿到他们的 sweet home。
把屋子做漂亮的话呢，就来买 Reno Diary， 然后以后你人生的 Diary 里面呢，就有美好的回忆。
最近在找装修商嘛，我们就 Facebook 就看到，那个广告导得很响，我看到你明星也有来，
一些概念一些 idea 我们想要做的啦，
也是用5房还是4房？
这是4房式，
就是刚才我楼上看到那个啦。
他要那种 hotel feel。
Okay, all right. So we are now back to the Ask My Reno Diary session. Yeah, so I believe you guys have already checked out their showroom. So it's pretty amazing. It's actually, where is it? It's Gambas Crescent, right?
Yes, Gambas Crescent, 7 Gambas Crescent at the Arc.
So you guys open every day, or I mean, when can they visit?
Yeah, so we're actually open every day. So Mondays to Sundays, and also on public holidays.
That's cool. So guys, do check it out if you have time. And also, yeah, please do remember to like, comment, and share, because My Reno Diary is giving away some free gifts, the air fryer and as well as the travel bag. So don't miss it, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question. I think this is actually recently addressed by the government. So they did mention that construction costs may rise due to the new imposed regulation of COVID-19 swab test for, I think, the construction workers, right? So what are your thoughts on that?
Aaron, actually, you brought this up at a really good time, because right now there's a lot of things that we have to do for our workers. So, you know, of course, we're trying to keep the price very competitive and trying not to raise the price for our clients as well. And, you know, on top of all of these right now, we've got all special measures like, you know, our workers have to be swab tested very often. And also a lot of the workers that are staying in the dormitory now have to be moved out, and they have to stay in a private housing and things like that. So of course, naturally,
to prevent more outbreaks, basically,
that's right.
Yeah.
So that really increases costs for us. But again, like we said, you know, we're doing our best to keep
try and absorb lah, right?
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
okay,
correct.
that's actually good. That's really awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's a really good answer, and I think which brings up to my next question. One of the homeowners asked, well, no, I mean, seeing the condition now, right? Things are not doing so well. The economy is not doing so well, and so how much would a home renovation cost now in Singapore?
Okay, so for home renovations, usually it will depend on, first thing, of course, whether it's a resale house, a brand new BTO, or, you know, perhaps it could be a landed house or a condominium or commercial project. So depending on what the project is about first. Secondly, you've got different things to consider as well. You know, the condition of the house, what the client wants to do for the house, you know, the scope of works that you want to do for the house, yeah.
Okay, that's great. So basically, just to recap for you guys, so you look at the type of home,
yes,
you look at the condition of the house,
Definitely,
right?
yes.
And you also look at how much work you want to do in the house, right? So that's 3 tips for you to just to answer some of your questions out there. This one is actually a pretty funny question. I don't know why, but why ID always want my phone number?
Okay, well, basically, for us, we work very closely with our clients. And so, personally, to me, I think if I'm not able to speak to my clients personally, directly, either via phone or in person, it's going to be really difficult for us to find out what the client wants to do. So, the difference between even just asking a client via email or any other electronic methods, may not really work well to be able to do the right package for them, actually.
Right, and to also understand their lifestyle, I assume.
Yes, correct. So when the point that you mentioned, understanding their lifestyle is very important. So we need to find out whether they have kids, they have
whether they're a bachelor or
exactly, yeah. So in the house, for example, I have a client. It's a 4-bedroom, so we did a resale house renovation for the house, and the owner stays in the house. They have multiple children in the house. They also have a helper, parents-in-law, and
so quite a lot of people lah. About 6 people in the house.
Actually, probably seven people, and they have a
That's a
helper
lot.
as well.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's right. So we had to create additional room space settings. The kids were growing up, Yeah, and then of course we had to refresh the whole house to make sure that it's keeps up with the children's needs. Yeah.
So do you do? Do you do more? Maybe share a bit more. Do you do more built-ins, or I don't know what kind of design that you did for them?
So for this house, we actually did a lot of structural work. So, for example,
what is structural work? I think some of you could be quite curious what is structural work.
So for this house, originally it was, like I said, it's a four-room resale. But what we did was we actually took up additional space by hacking the wall in between the kitchen and the living room, or the kitchen and the dining room, which allowed the whole space to be an open concept. So once you created that larger space, we actually were able to put an island table in the middle of the dining area. So they used that as a dining table, but at the same time, the kids could actually do their work, and it was a little bit higher, so all of them were plugged in. We had the USB ports and everything there for them. So it was really
It's just small little details lah.
Yeah, correct. So everyone, the whole family, it was literally an 8 feet long table, and if you know what 8 feet is, it's almost the height of your floor to ceiling. So that's a really long table.
That's also almost a height, ceiling of a height like actually.
Yeah, almost a ceiling height. Yeah, correct.
Do you have any pictures of the project?
I do actually.
Okay, so I think probably will pop up a picture here. Probably pop up a picture, and you guys can see the amazing design. Okay, so thanks for sharing, and we are now going to our last question. One of the homeowners, of course we can't reveal the name, one of the homeowners did ask, at the budget of 20,000 Sing dollar, what can they do right now with 20,000 Sing dollars?
So normally for $20,000, what I would always recommend to clients, especially if it's an older home, would be definitely to redo 2 bathrooms and 1 kitchen. So as far as I'm concerned, I always feel, and a lot of clients actually, when they buy houses, I think the first thing they really look out for is the bathroom and the kitchen.
Because it's one of the most used area, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So especially, the idea of moving into a house and using the bathroom that probably someone has used before. A lot of Singaporeans actually don't really like the idea. So most people want to do a brand new bathroom. Right. So definitely this number 1 and number 2 bathroom master in common, definitely within that price, I would say. That's the focus to get it done, yeah. And of course, the kitchen, you can refresh the cabinets, redo the cabinetry, get a brand new countertop. Because all of this, when you do your renovation, you want the renovation to last 10, 15 years.
That's really true. Because you only do once in a lifetime, right? How often you do your renovation, right?
Yeah, it's not something that you want to go in and stay for like maybe 2 to 3 years, and after that you find that, oh wait, this is not really working out for me, and then you spend a lot of time getting to do the whole house, moving out or going on a long holiday, and yeah. So these 2 areas I definitely recommend to do before you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. So actually, you can check out. I think you guys also have some packages, random packages, and
exactly.
Yeah, you guys can check it out. I think we'll leave a link below. We'll leave a link below.
Right.
And you guys can check it out. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Thanks so much for your time. I think at the moment we only do we did about 5 questions. Probably you can look if you want to. Yeah, please do continue to ask more questions. I think probably we will address in the next session. And yeah, so please do remember to like, comment, and share to get these free gifts. You can get an air fryer or even the one of the travel bags, luggage bags. Yeah, and contact Diana and the team. So we will catch you in the next session. Bye.
Bye.